You're a data analyst buried under a mountain of customer feedback, and you need to deliver a quick summary of customer sentiment for August. With the dataset containing customer IDs, survey dates, ratings, text feedback, sentiment scores, and keywords, manually sorting through this information can be overwhelming. Fortunately, Copilot can swiftly analyze and summarize the data for you. Are you ready to craft effective prompts to automate this process and verify the accuracy of Copilot's results? In this video, we'll explore how to use Copilot to efficiently analyze and summarize a complex data set. We'll walk through the steps of creating effective prompts that can automate your data analysis tasks. By the end of this video, you will be able to automate data analysis with prompts.
Here's our data set, a mix of qualitative and quantitative data. We've got customer IDs, survey dates, ratings, text feedback, sentiment scores, and keywords. Let's start by developing prompts to analyze this data with Copilot and then test the effectiveness of these prompts. We need to be able to answer these questions. 1. Did Copilot do what I asked it to do? And 2, is the information or result provided by Copilot accurate? Let's start with 2 examples. First, let's focus on summarizing data. Type this prompt into Copilot. Summarize the average rating from all customer feedback in August. Copilot responds with 2.75. Now let's examine the prompt to see what makes it effective. First, the prompt provides a clear instruction. To summarize, this is the goal or intended outcome that we want. Next, the prompt contains some context. The context is that we want Copilot to focus on the ratings from the customer feedback dataset. And the second layer is that we want to filter on the ratings for August. Last, the prompt clarifies our expectations by indicating how we want the ratings from August to be summarized. We want them summarized as an average figure. So for each prompt, keep in mind the goal or the what, the context or the why and who, and finally the expectation or the how. So we can answer the question, did Copilot do what I asked? With a confident yes, because on the left in the chat pane, you can see a little table reflecting the answer of 2.75. And below the table, Copilot also provides a short narration to explain the answer in words. The next step to evaluating effectiveness is checking whether Copilot provided the correct answer. To do this, highlight the headings in row 1 of your dataset, then add a filter by navigating to the editing group on the top right of the ribbon and select Filter from the drop-down list. Next, select the drop-down arrow next to the survey date in column B. Uncheck the Select All box and select August. Select OK. Now highlight the ratings displayed in column C and check the average rating at the bottom right of the screen in the status bar. And yes, it provides the same result of 2.75. Let's take it a step further and assess the effectiveness of Copilot when it comes to using multiple functions in more complex tasks. We can attempt automating a sentiment analysis. Insert the prompt, analyze a sentiment score and categorize the feedback as positive, neutral, or negative. Copilot categorizes the feedback accordingly, and just like that, you've automatically sorted your customers' feelings in a separate column that has been intuitively labeled without needing a crystal ball. We can insert this additional column that Copilot has created by selecting Insert Column. It is automatically added to the end of our data set. From a high-level glance, Copilot has performed the task by categorizing the sentiment score into positive, negative, and neutral. But did Copilot do this accurately? In the chat pane, Copilot has provided us with what looks like quite a complicated formula using the if function. It is an if statement within another if statement. One method of testing the effectiveness of Copilot is to evaluate the logic of this formula. Does it make sense? Is this the correct formula to use? And are the parameters correct? If you're not familiar with the if function, a second method for assessing the accuracy of the outcome from Copilot is to once again utilize the filter. This time next to the sentiment category heading, in column G, filter for only the positive results. Quickly scan the sentiment scores in column E, and you will notice they are all positive numbers. We can do the same where the category is negative, and after a quick scan, you'll notice all the sentiment scores are indeed negative. The final check is to filter for neutral, and here is where all your sentiment scores are in fact 0.
In this video, you learned how to automate data analysis using well-crafted prompts with Copilot. We demonstrated how to create clear and specific prompts such as summarizing average ratings and analyzing sentiment scores. You saw how effective prompts include a clear goal, relevant context, and expectations. We also covered how to verify the accuracy of Copilot results by comparing them to the manual calculations. By mastering these techniques, you can streamline your data analysis process and ensure you get reliable results. Now that you've seen how to create and test effective prompts, it's time to put your skills into practice. Try crafting your own prompts to analyze different aspects of your data sets. Test Copilot's responses and verify their accuracy to ensure you're getting the most out of this powerful tool. Start automating your data analysis today and watch how much time and effort you can save.